Hello, Grand Strand. Welcome back to Talking About Food. This is Richard Florzak, the private chef to the stars, and I am cold. I'm tired of it. I've had just about as much as I can take, but we'll get through it. Hey, now's the time for comfort food, right? That seems to be what people are cooking at this time of the year. And speaking of cooking, that's what we talk about here, cooking and food. We interview restaurant owners, chefs, food truck owners, and I am so lucky to have back in the studio. They're the owners of Palm 33, Lisa and Bennie Blackwell, to discuss their restaurant here in Murrells Inlet. I think when I had you folks on last time, you had only been open a couple of months. And
yeah.
From my point of view, you guys have skyrocketed. Now, chef and co-owner Lisa is the pastry chef there, and Benny, who claimed on the first episode that he is a salesman with an eye for detail and helped bring this dream to fruition. Now, I can say that his eye for detail, he wasn't lying about it. Been to the restaurant a number of times. I just love it. I mean, I love the food. The food, it just goes without saying. The food is good. Food is really good. But I love to just sit back and take in all of the detail. Now, I believe I said this on the episode that you were on the first time, that there is gorgeous detail. It looks expensive. It looks rich. It looks well thought out, but it's not intimidating. It's the coolest thing. I think that a lot of restaurateurs strive for that kind of feel in their restaurant, and you guys succeeded. Now, you talked about helping bring your dream to fruition. I'll ask you guys, is it still a dream? Has that dream come true?
It has.
Yeah.
It has. And it's just been amazing.
Are you open a year yet?
We'll be open a year, May the 1st.
I can't believe that. I cannot believe that.
I know. I can't either.
I think your restaurant runs like a restaurant that's been open for 10 years.
Oh, gosh. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we were just riding down the road the other day and said, can you believe we got this restaurant open? I mean, it was such a struggle for us to get that open. So it was, it's still like a dream come true for us. And, we've had a lot of things that we had obstacles along the way, but we definitely are very blessed.
Have you ever said in that time frame that you've been open, what is that now? That makes about 10 months?
Just about 10 months.
Not even a year. I can't speak for South Carolina, but in California, 65% of restaurants that open go belly up in the first year. And the remaining 35%, I think half of those go belly up in the second year. So, I mean, to be open 10 months and you guys still feel that that your dream has come true. Has there ever been a day where you asked yourselves, why did we get into this?
Not yet, but a little bit.
A little bit.
I don't know how to answer because, there comes with it when you're opening a restaurant, and the capacity of this one.
Yeah.
Well, it gets scary. It gets scary. Yeah.
When you say capacity, you mean in reference to the one you had in North Carolina.
Right. It's a large, it's a huge compared to that one.
In what way?
In the size and the amount.
What was the size of the one in North Carolina?
Okay, I think it was probably physical size, like 2,500 and 3,000 square feet.
And how many? Do you remember how many it sat?
We could see.
It said 165 people
in North Carolina.
Yeah.
In the top.
And what about at Palm 33?
Well, there we got 245 seats on the inside.
On the inside,
we got another.
Yeah,
a bunch on the outside in the courtyard, but it's you asked a question about how did we, did you ever think you would do this, or did you want to, or whatever? But the fact of the matter is that Lisa's been the inspiration behind every one of them, really. But I'd come home and she says, "Well, let's open up this restaurant in Myrtle Beach. Middleburg, which was actually our third restaurant at the time, and so I said, you're crazy." And then in the very next sentence, I would say, "Well, let's check, see what we got to do to put it together."
Wow.
So it's been an adventure, but
so you're saying in addition to the one you have now?
well, we don't have no other restaurant but this restaurant here in Murrells Inlet,
Right.
And really, I'm kind of the enabler in the deal and putting things together. But our son, he's the hardest working man I know.
Yeah, and I want to get to him. So, so you've been open almost a year. What has changed from say day one or week one or month one?
For me, what's changed, I feel more relaxed about it.
Why is that?
Although I'm working a lot harder.
You are working harder now,
Really hard.
and now would you attribute that to the amount of guests in size have increased?
Actually, I think I would attribute that to, in my mind, thinking this is not our first year in the restaurant business, but first year here.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I went into this thinking I'm giving it this year really hard.
Yeah. So
maybe next year.
So what exactly has changed, do you think, to make it that much harder?
I guess the increase in business, of course.
Right.
And that was good. When we opened in May, I guess it was the time of year. I mean, it was just like wham, we felt slammed at the time.
Yeah.
And it was good. It was a good summer. Yeah.
Right.
And it's still good. We had a good Christmas.
Yeah. What has changed for you, Benny?
Well, it's actually, I think it's gotten easier for me, to be quite honest with you, because I'm kind of the guy to make sure everything's working, from the air conditioner to, whatever. I think what made it easier for me is we put together a pretty good staff there.
Which is priceless if you can do that.
Yeah. And it's not us; it's who you surround yourself around.
Yeah,
it's the people that you have working for you. And my son, he has done an amazing job.
Now, he's the chef, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the chef there, and he's put together. He actually designed the kitchen. He put the staff in there in the kitchen, and really, Richard, we've been very blessed to have such a great staff.
Yeah,
other restaurants we've had, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
You don't have the right people. And so if you have the right people, you can make the right things happen. And with him and our daughter-in-law, Dana, and Lisa, and the family here, so has put together some people that really can take a lot of pressure off.
Yeah. Okay, Lisa, tell us about your daughter. She's a server there.
Yes, and we lost her as a server early on because, unbeknownst to all of us, she had to have a heart surgery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in Charleston in October.
She okay?
She's doing well.
Yeah.
She's doing well. Thank God.
And that was in October, so you had only been open a little while, right?
Just a little while, and she was working, and then this happened, and
that's going into the colder months when things usually slow down.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the time, we were still, pretty kind of busy, and
right.
But of course, took that time to be there with her and do what you need to do. And,
so that's
and just the worry of it.
Yeah, and that's another one of those unexpected hurdles that you have. But you
she's a fighter.
Confronted the challenge, and you made it through.
Yeah, she's a fighter. She came through it, and with a 3-year-old.
Wow,
just turned 3.
She's a great kid, and she's
and 13-year-old. She's doing good.
Yeah, she's
a
one of
great
our
mom.
biggest supporters, and she's done a lot to help us
Yeah.
in many ways. So anyway, she's back
Yeah.
and she's doing good now. And,
Hopefully this
hopefully she
this
can get
summer
back in the
she'll start
restaurant.
back up.
Oh, she will come back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
And they every study shows, you talk to any restaurant owner, that is the biggest hurdle to overcome, is to get that staff that works right. You want a well-oiled machine running that place every day. And I used to say, my nephew is quite the restaurateur. He lives in Dallas and he runs six or seven restaurants. And when I had mine, it was a weekly call to him, to ask him, Chris, how do I handle this? How do I handle that? And I said to him one day, one night will be slammed, not one mistake made,
Mhm.
right? That typical well-oiled machine. The next day, we're slammed, and it's like everybody on the staff, it was their first day.
It'd be a lot of disasters going on. Yeah.
And he said, welcome to the restaurant world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The staff
That's
is really,
exactly because remember Saturday night? It's
Yeah,
just,
I know
we're
you're
like
saying,
great. Everything went great.
and
yeah.
we're trying to make sure every guest that comes into Palm 33 is every guest that comes in enjoys that dining experience, and it starts from when you walk in the door. We got to make sure they smile and make sure they greeted from the kitchen back to the table to. I mean, it's I guess that's what I worry about the most when I'm there. Is just making sure everybody's gets a great dining experience. And
well, I think the fact that you're there every night helps, because it's another thing you hear about the restaurant business. You can't own and operate a restaurant from afar. You got to be there.
Right about that.
Traditionally, winter months are slow. Have you experienced this? And if so, have you initiated anything to keep guests coming back in?
We knew it was going to be slower.
You knew that because you've had a restaurant.
Had
before.
a restaurant. We knew that, but in the winter, but we didn't know it would be like it is here. It was.
So it's even more severe here.
It was more severe than we thought.
Yeah. Now, where you had your other restaurant, would that have been considered a tourist area?
Only just a little, because we were there by a couple of lakes.
So would you say that the overwhelming difficulty with the winter months here is because of
the tourist times?
Yeah.
Well, we got to build a local. The locals is really what keeps us, and we've been blessed with a lot of local. We want the tourists too, but we have put in specials every day.
Which I wanted to ask you about that. Go ahead.
No, we put in specials every day to try to give everybody a better deal when they come in the door and to keep us going. So.
What are some of those specials?
Well, on Wednesday nights, our winter hours now from Wednesday through Sunday. Like on Wednesday night, we have prime rib special.
Oh, that one is fantastic.
Yeah, that right there. When we started that really helped us out in January.
Yeah, we had a prime rib special for $28.95 for two sides. We serve a premium grade of beef. So then we have the rib specials on. We going back to the shish kebab. I mean. Shish kebabs on Thursday night, but people enjoyed that. They liked that. And Friday night we have a fish special, and then
this fish special is $25. That's that's the fresh fish special,
right off the dock.
Off the dock.
Mm-hmm. $25 for the plate.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I saw a post of your son holding up this giant grouper, which happens to be my favorite fish.
Yeah.
So who chooses that?
Our son chooses all the.
Does he come to you and say, "Mom and Dad, I think we should run a prime rib special or a fish special," or do you work on that together?
We do that together.
Yeah. Have you ever said, "Nah, I'm not crazy about that one"?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
sometimes
No, that's
Yeah.
yeah, I think sometimes one has a stronger opinion than other, but we got a great working relationship, and I say, okay, well, just go ahead. I've been trying to put stuff in there for ever since we've been open, because I know that it worked in other places we've been, but we serve everything fresh. We got everything's made from scratch, from our sauces to our salad dressings to our whatever we have. We cook on live charcoal, that's more of a manual thing too, and it's a lot of prep to do there. And then the more stuff you put in, so I can see why I get feedback sometime about.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
I think one of our I think the prime rib is a good special that we have. Saturday night we have surf and turf, and that's been working.
Yeah,
that's really becoming a popular.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. And what would be on that plate?
So you get ribeye, 10-ounce ribeye.
10-ounce
Sorry,
ribeye.
10-ounce ribeye with 6 of the large shrimp.
Wow,
Colossal shrimp. And they're really good with 2 sides. Or that's
$28.95, I think.
$29. Yeah,
that's insane.
which
That's
is
great.
insane.
Yeah,
but
that's great.
But like me, like us, people want a deal.
Yeah,
And that's what they're looking for now.
yeah. I've watched a couple. I follow you guys, and I've watched a couple people talk about it being expensive. And I say, first of all, everything's expensive today. But if you're considering that quality of food in an environment that you have created with a top-notch staff, if you consider that expensive, well,
Yeah.
One of our things that we've always agreed upon, the family, Benzie and Lisa and Dana and our whole family, and we're never compromise quality for price.
yeah,
A lot of times, if you want to try to save money, you kick back on quality, and we just refuse to do that. We're just going to make sure that we always have the quality, even if we have to go up a little bit. We want you to have a good experience when you get that plate to your table. So we got to make sure the quality's there.
yeah. And I don't get that feeling with a lot of restaurants. It's just more. I feel often like we're herded in and herded out. What are some of the issues? And this might be a difficult question because you've been in the restaurant business for a while. What are some of the issues that you didn't expect creating Palm 33?
You don't mean to do it.
Well, I had a lot of issues I didn't expect.
No, I'd like to
But
hear them because
just-
I think I'm guessing at this, but I think that most listeners, they want to hear what happens that going on in the background, especially of starting a restaurant from scratch, and what are the daily things that you come across, especially folks like you that have been in the business before and were able to, I'm sure, I'm speaking on behalf of you, correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of them you navigated because you'd been there before.
Mm-hmm.
But like you were saying earlier, Lisa, that opening a restaurant wasn't that difficult, but it was different here.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what I was thinking. There were issues. There have been issues the whole, ever since we got into the restaurant business. But opening a restaurant here compared to 5 hours away is where we were, it's different.
Yeah.
People are different. I'll say not the culture. We're in one state away, but it may be just a mixture of people. And it's not so much the people as maybe, I don't know. I think maybe so. Just different, completely different the way we see things sometimes.
Right. And I can personally understand that completely because as a private chef, I've only worked for one couple here as a private chef, and I absolutely adore them. But in Los Angeles, that's where my career was. I'd leave a home after a few years, didn't need my services anymore, right? And move to another home. It's in the same town, completely different taste. Yeah, so it's hard. I'll preface this as well by saying there are far and few bad reviews that I ever see on Facebook about you folks. Every restaurant is going to get them. How do you deal with bad reviews? And I'll just reiterate, there are almost none.
Well, when we first, because we're new here to the inlet and all, the first reviews are really,
almost
the whole
devastating.
family would have a breakdown every time you got a bad review.
Well, you know what? I got to stop you for a second. It tells the listeners all they need to know about your character. That bothers you.
It bothers.
Anyway,
It bothers.
Go ahead.
It does. It does bother us. And that's what we're fighting for every day, is trying to make sure we got the good review.
Yeah.
We gonna mess up. I don't think, we ain't gonna be perfect every time, but we're daggone trying to be perfect. So we're somewhat a perfectionist type people. We want you to have that. But on the review, it bothers you. It bothers you a lot. When it bothered us more when we first got here, when we opened, if we had a bad review. But you just deal with it. I mean, you take you take the review serious, and you try to really correct the problem if it was a problem there. And
we're
reviews,
learning. Yeah.
And we'll take that problem and we don't take them lightly. We take them to heart, but we try to fix them.
Well, there's also this problem of people trolling that I'm sure you have probably figured out a true critique of your restaurant as opposed to somebody who's just hateful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We can tell.
I don't know where these people come from.
Like they're just chiming in on when somebody will say something, and then you'll get 5 people say something.
Yeah.
I don't guess, some people don't realize the amount of effort you put in on a daily basis to make sure they're taken care of whenever you come into the restaurant. And we take a lot of pride in making sure they have a good experience when we're there. So be honest with you, we looked at the reviews when we first cranked it up and stuff, but I think we got enough confidence in everybody that's working there that, hey, nothing's going to keep us from trying to be the best that we can be. And we just going to keep going forward, and never worried about the reviews as much as you worry about your staff. Because if you get your staff right and you get them doing the right things, you won't get the review.
Get less reviews.
So when we're just working to make it as daggone good as we can, and that's a daily thing.
Yeah.
It ain't something you just throw people in and say, hey, let's get it good. You make sure it's good.
Right.
Another thing we try to do is they're in the restaurant when we're open. People are in the dining room. We check on each table. There have been incidences when maybe we didn't get there in time or whatever, and our manager comes back and says, "Table out there is dissatisfied. They just don't want anything. They just want We try to go out and talk to them and say, we're going to make it right while you're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you can tell if someone wants to work with you for you to make it right.
Yeah.
Some people don't.
No, some people know.
They want to be mad and go away.
Yeah, no, you could do somersaults in front of their table. They want to be that way, which I never could understand. But I like the fact that you what you stated, Lisa, was that you want to take care of it there.
We try to take care of it right there.
My buddy Jack Gregory, who I think he's been in the restaurant business for a long time, and he's been on the show a number of times. And he says all the time, he says, tell the owners first.
Exactly.
The chances are they're going to correct it.
Right.
They correct it, and then you don't have to spend your time doing your homework, writing a bad review about it. It seems to be so simple. How is your son, the chef at Palm 33, How does he handle it? Is he as tempered as you folks are? Because chefs, as you know, they've got a reputation where pots could start flying.
He is. He's all over everything.
He is tempered. He's tempered about it, passionate about it.
Very passionate.
He will get upset over a bad review, but he says, "Hey, Mom, Dad, we can't think about that. We've got to keep doing what we're doing, and let's just go."
God bless him.
Yeah,
because I no, like you said, Benny, in the beginning, you get a bad review, you're crushed.
Right.
Oh, I used to say if I got a 2-star, I thought about it all day. If I got a 1-star, I was up all night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just want, hey, why in the world didn't they come to us and say, look, whatever? But it don't happen that way sometimes. You know, but you learn to deal with that. I mean, it's
another reason that it's important to be in your restaurant and not be.
Yeah.
You can't focus on the negative and lose your sight of what we got to get going. Oh. And that's what we do. We just stay focused on what we got to do, because we know that if we do what we know how to do, then that's going to go away.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Well, you do it well, very well. What are future plans for y'all?
Well, when we started our first restaurant in a little bit of town, less than 1,000 people, we thought we were crazy. And I thought, well, I'll just
go along
with it, because she was in weddings and caterings and needed a commercial kitchen. So, I just thought we went along with it. But I guess as we grew in restaurant business, our goals grew with it and our dreams got bigger. I can see down the road open another Palm.
You could see that. Oh, is that right? Yeah.
And,
we would love that.
You do all of the cakes there, and they are spectacular. Sometimes my wife and I will go in just for dessert. Is the selection the same as when you opened?
It is the same.
It is.
I've added maybe one.
What did you add?
I've added. I added another cheesecake. Just added another cheesecake.
What flavor?
It's a peanut butter chocolate cheesecake.
You guys are killing me. Jesus Christmas sakes.
And I'll tell you what, I'm amazed because I'm the type that I want to do it all myself.
Yeah.
And you can't. If in a restaurant when you can't just bake it all yourself,
right?
Because the bakery is pretty busy, so and we hired somebody. Been through. This is a second person to come in that helps, and he came up with, "Hey, I want to make a peanut butter chocolate cheesecake for." If you don't mind, for another employee here that wants one, the salad person.
Yeah.
And do you mind if I do it on my own time? And I was like, no, go ahead and make it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think I didn't have enough confidence that it was really going to turn out.
Yeah.
Making a cheesecake is hard.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to do it.
Right.
And he did it. And we called the whole staff in the kitchen. It's just been this past week.
Well, oh, really? It's that new. It's that new.
It's that new. And I hadn't told him yet, but that's going in because everybody was like, "Oh God, this is so delicious."
Oh, I love hearing stories like that.
So
okay, wow, that is great.
I'm adding that, and that hasn't gone out to the public yet, but I know it's going to work.
You ever run out of a cake?
Yes, we do. But seldom. We took some cakes off for the winter. So, several are coming back.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I could see that.
Strawberry, pineapple, they're coming back because people are asking. But I mean, you can call me and say, I got to have a strawberry cake and we'll make you
guys are
Lisa
are
never
absolutely
quits.
amazing.
She always is trying to find a...
Yeah, well, I'm up nights studying and looking recipes.
Yeah.
I've always done that.
Yeah.
But
from a kid.
Nothing. It's not, yeah.
Wow, that is wonderful.
It's fun.
That is wonderful. That is Lisa and Bennie Blackwell, owners of Palm 33 restaurant in Murrells Inlet. Folks, you just take it from me. I was a restaurant owner for 10 years. I've been in the food business for a long, long time. You don't often come across people like this. Their heart and soul is in it, and it's in it every single day that they're open. It's a family run. Their son, what's your son's name?
Benzie.
Benzie
Yeah.
is the head chef there. He makes a lot of great choices, local fish that he puts on for specials. Don't miss this place, folks. I love it there. I have friends who love it there. You won't be disappointed. Lisa and Bennie Blackwell,
Thank you, Richard.
thank you so
Thank
much
you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
for
Richard.
coming in today. And that's going to wrap up episode 49. Now, I know all of you folks at home, you are your family's private chef, but I'm giving you permission tonight. Take the night off, treat yourself, head over to Palm 33. It's a great place. You won't be disappointed. Thanks for listening.
Have you ever seen a man move across the country? My man, Chef Richard. My man, Chef Richard. Straight from California.